Good morning, lovelies. Monty-san here, your favorite fairy scholar. Here with our fourth sweet and spicy interview with four amazing Ian VTubers. If you gotta introduce yourself, starting with Hanji.
皆さんこんばんは. I'm Hanji Alto. Yay, I'm here. Oh god, I never make good intros. I try to introduce myself.
No, I'm much the same way. I never know what to do. Okay, awesome. What about Marques?
Hey, hello people. Well, how can I say about myself? Well, just a time traveling reporter stuck at the lab. Wanna go? I wanna get out. Please help.
You're stuck, and now you're just playing video games. I like it.
Yeah. You gotta do something.
Fair. And what about Domi?
Hi everyone, my name is Domi. I'm a Lewdtuber, and this is my first interview, so I'm super excited. If you're not familiar with me, I play horror games and JRPGs and visual novels, so it's nice to meet all of you.
Nice. And then Melynn.
Hi.
I love it.
Greatest intro ever.
Oh, we're doing an intro. I just sat down and put on my headphones and you said,
no.
and then Melynn. Hi, I'm Melynn Rose. I am a tree, aka just a dryad, so I change every season, and I also do art.
I love it. Yeah, and I think it's really interesting that you and Domi have like seasonal suits. I'm jealous because I can't commission that fast enough. VC Face definitely helps out there.
Oh yeah, well I make them myself, so.
Nice.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mel makes all of my outfits, and we tend to tag team together to do events and stuff. So they tend to like interact with the events that we do.
Yeah.
That's great.
Really cool. So all these fine folk have all their socials are in the description. Go ahead and give them all a follow. They're all amazing people. And if we don't have any further announcements, we can go into our first question. Right. So the sweet and spicy interview. For those of you who don't know, this is an interview that alternates between spicier, personal, possibly controversial, or just overall hot takes. And we'll alternate with sweeter, lighthearted questions just to get to know each other. And it should be a fun time. So without further ado, our first sweet question. Aside from VTubing, what are your hobbies?
Who starts? Yeah, who starts?
Yeah.
Whoever wants to speak up, I guess.
I guess for me, outside of VTubing, I am a big video editor.
Ooh.
Yeah,
definitely helps, yeah.
I love doing especially green screen and just ultra key stuff. I love messing around with green screens.
Yeah, I think that's really cool. I know it's so much of VTubing ends up being very AV. So like just having that already be a hobby and like an interest, like that'll get you real far. What about the rest of you?
I do art, like I said.
Mm.
I'm an artist. But I also have some other hobbies, like I play the ukulele. Yeah.
Music.
Yeah. Then
I've been trying to get into music. I have a kalimba that I'm terrible at.
I love that.
I also have
love kalimbas.
They're so
awesome.
good.
They're so relaxing.
They
well, it's
really
great
are.
because it doesn't matter if you're good at it or not. It just sounds good.
True, very true. The my first like kind of taste for kalimba was the ending song of Avatar: Last Airbender. I didn't realize that was on a kalimba. So when I figured it out, I think it was called Avatar's Love. That was like the first song.
I am so glad you said that.
A friend of mine just like recently got into Avatar, and it's just I'm gushing about it.
Oh, Avatar's great.
Avatar is the greatest.
I agree.
Any other hobbies?
I write in my spare time. I take writing commissions, and I also write personal pieces as well. A lot of the writing sides of the events that I do with Mel are done by me. That's probably my biggest hobby outside of gaming and stuff. Yeah, I would say.
Man after my own heart. What kind of writing do you do? If you don't mind me asking.
So I like to write mystery stuff. But usually it's got some looter elements to it nowadays. I take a lot of I take both safe for work and not safe for work commissions, but lately they've all been pretty not safe for work. But otherwise, mystery, fantasy, stuff like that. Yeah.
I like it. Hey, I mean, you gotta keep it interesting somehow, yeah.
Yeah.
I like to consider myself a writer. Oh yeah. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, continue.
I like to consider myself a writer, but like I don't know how to merge writing and like YouTubing or streaming. Like that doesn't go together. But there's got to be some formula out there that I'm gonna figure out.
Well, the way that I found to best mix it is through the ads you create, like on Twitter. I tend to write all of my ads and whatnot in very specific ways for events and stuff like that. Sometimes we'll put out graphics. I'll usually do the words for the graphics and stuff. I do PowerPoints for a lot of the events that Mel and I do. Like for my debut, I did a PowerPoint. For our event yesterday, I did a PowerPoint story. So there's different ways to do it. It's not an intuitive thing. Like you really have to think about it. But if you do like writing, there are different ways you can put your skills to use.
Yeah, especially with like lore of the character and stuff.
Ooh, yeah.
I know there are other ways you can involve writing, say more script wise, because I know I took a while back. I took a few classes on script writing, and that actually helps a lot while doing this.
Yeah, and
Sure.
A lot of people putting like tons of effort into their debuts. Like some crazy scripted plots, and I think that's where writing can really shine. You get to like really hit everyone with a bit of a wow factor.
I didn't put. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh no, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I didn't put any like script or anything to my debut per se, but I did write like quite a lot about backstory and stuff like that. I would say that lore is probably the easiest way to put your writing skills into effect, and I do know that there are a lot of VTubers who aren't skilled writers either. So writing definitely has like an application. Like for if you look for the right people who like can use it, it's definitely something that you can do.
Or most people like me just wing it and have no planning whatsoever.
That too.
Yeah.
That works.
That's me.
I didn't even have a debut. I just like showed up one day. I was like, hey, I'm gonna play Apex now.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah, I just decided, hey, I just got discovered VTuber. I can be a VTuber myself, and heck, I'm just gonna stream Minecraft.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I did the same thing, but I did it with Among Us. And like as I was VTubing, I decided to do a debut just because it meant something personal to me. But otherwise, I did the same thing.
During the whole my first ever stream, I was just thinking of my backstory. And then I finally released that like a week after.
Yeah, I think that's there's a good many VTubers that are like that, and we're just like we'll figure it out. You know, like we'll polish out the scuff as we go.
Yeah, I got like my backstory all figured out. But my debut, I called a debut, but all I did was, hey, hello people, I'm streaming now. Let's go play games.
I remember watching your debut actually.
Oh,
yeah, I was one of the viewers there. That was good though. That was really good.
I'm sorry, I didn't do like the common PowerPoint presentation. I probably should have done that.
It's okay.
Maybe another day.
We all make mistakes.
I really don't think you need it. You just do it your way. Just because other people are doing it doesn't mean you have to.
Yeah, it's totally optional. I did it just because it was the easiest way to organize my thoughts. Otherwise, I'd be talking for far too long about the same things.
Yeah, I have a nasty habit of rambling if I don't have my thoughts written down. But yeah, like I mean, the beauty of it is since there's so many VTubers out there, if you don't follow the like grain, then all that means is you stand out, right? Yeah, and it's we're also unique. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to cut you off, Marques, but did you have any hobbies of your own?
Oh, yeah. So when I'm not playing Genshin Impact, which is probably all the time, I do some art. So all like my VTuber setup was I made myself. Every single thing.
Wait, like you did your own illustration and everything?
Yeah, the illustration I had to learn live 2D in like 2 weeks.
Holy shit! Damn, I have so much respect for people that can like illustrate and rig themselves. Like I've tried learning how to do live 2D. It is insane.
It's so hard. I can rig, but I can't draw.
Oh.
I thought it was harder, to be honest. I think once you understand how things work on live 2D, you just need to know what the result of your rigging you want to achieve, like, and then you do all the small steps. It's not that hard, I think.
Still, I think a lot of people would like if you did commissions to be someone's rigger, like you'd make a lot of money off of that. I know there's a lot of people looking. Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah. Maybe something to think about.
Maybe I'll do.
I'm sorry. I'm going to hyperspace.
Oh no. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to our first spicy question. And what a spicy question it is. What is your biggest regret? I think I know what to talk about if no one else wants to jump up front. I know this is quite the question.
I feel like this is a question that gets asked from time to time, and honestly, I don't have any regrets because I feel like I shouldn't hate the past because it put me where I am today. So I don't really have,
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. Yeah.
Like who you are today is the result of everything you went through.
Yeah, even the bad stuff. I'm who I am now because the bad things happen.
Fair.
I guess it would be certain decisions I made, like especially when I was still in school. Like I've done stupid things.
That's alright. Kids are dumb.
Oh yeah, kids are dumb.
Yeah, that's true. Inexperienced.
What?
Oh, I didn't know if you were done talking. Sorry.
I was. I think I'm just gonna that.
I'm pretty much along the same lines as Melynn. What Melynn said. I sort of believe in the same thing, that your mistakes sort of make you who you are today. I do have some regrets. They're mostly like personal things with regards to relationships and stuff like that. But other than that, I think my biggest one would probably be that I didn't really take the leap to do this sooner. I mean, I guess I didn't really have the opportunity to do it sooner, but I have been streaming for like 5 years or so.
Oh, wow. And
I feel like this is the first time in that course of time that I've actually like given people the opportunity to get to know me a little bit. That's probably the biggest thing that I can say.
Yeah, and I sometimes I think of like, you know, if I got into VTubing earlier, if I became VTubing earlier, like think of how like different my life would have been. And even so, I've been a VTuber for maybe like 2 months, but just all of the people I've met, all of the things I've done, like it's been insane. So it's like, what if this was earlier? You know?
Maybe,
That does make
but you might not have been ready to.
True. Very true. Yeah.
Been a VTuber for 2 years.
Mm.
And I feel like I should be doing better because I've been there that long. But like sometimes it's not how long you've been in it, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Fair.
So,
Yeah, and also there's a thing is because I've streamed before, just not as what I am now. So, and I feel like, but if it wasn't for me knowing how to stream, I would have no clue what I'm doing. Also, it's pretty much saying if I never became a VTuber, I would have never met you people or any really close friends of mine now.
Yeah, that's another thing. Another reason why I regret not taking the leap to this sooner is because this is probably the most open community I've ever been a part in. And I've been a part of several before. But this is the one that I've seen. They're just very accepting, open people. There are some people who are like not as reflective of those values, but the vast majority of the people I've had the chance of interacting with are very friendly people who are accepting and open to helping and open to answering questions and stuff like that. And I think that's just excellent because as somebody who's like new to this, having that kind of access to that kind of resource was actually really, really helpful in learning how to do this. And Mel was a very strong proponent of being able to help people and whatnot. I mean, she helped me, so that's
Yep. Everyone's accepting in this community.
Yeah, and I think it even goes a little bit further. It's I think it's astounding how not only is everyone accepting, but like everyone is like truly excited for one another. I mean, you look at how many people are excited for like this person's debut or that person's like milestone.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of your viewers are VTubers.
Yes, yeah. So everyone's almost like falling over each other to like love and support each other, and like that's so rare on the internet, you know?
It's almost poetic and just beautiful how we all accept everyone and and heck, even doesn't matter if you are streaming or if you're new to it or been a long time fan. We just accept.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's not to say there aren't bad pockets in it.
Yeah. But luckily, those are a very small minority and easily spoken over.
Actually, that's something I do want to say. This is probably the only community I've seen that does not like embrace the bad people. Because I've been in a lot of communities who like they'll flock around people who they know are bad just because they're popular. And this is probably one of the only ones I've seen that like you don't see that here.
I think that's also why I kind of got sick of regular streaming. Because how toxic that has gotten.
Yeah, it is weird how being a VTuber is different from being a regular streamer. Not in just the surface level. Now you're a character, but like just the people that are watching you, the community you're in, is so different from regular YouTube or Twitch streaming.
That's interesting.
I don't know if I can put my finger on it, but like, yeah, it's weird and I appreciate it.
I never streamed or watched streams before being a VTuber, so I don't know.
No, I would agree. I would agree with Marques. Yeah.
Not a very frequent watcher of streams as well. I just like streaming, not very much watching streams. Only if I just don't have anything else to do. So, sorry guys.
Hey, yeah. But
I also try to like if someone I know is debuting, of course I'm gonna support them and watch their first stream.
Yeah, and that's awesome. Okay, and moving on to our second sweet question: what is the dumbest thing you've ever done as a kid? and we will all know kids are very stupid.
Have you ever heard of the thing called battery acid?
Oh no.
It's a drink of you choose the most acidic and sour candies all into one drink.
No.
And me and my friend of mine did this challenge, and it was that,
Oh no.
and just dumped it all into a blender with just some water. Worst decision I ever made.
That sounds like you'd like actually risk a chemical burn or something.
Let's
Sounds
just say
painful.
we weren't the same that
Oh,
Monday
no.
morning.
Oh, now I'm thinking of like, now how does that, come out? That's, oh man.
I did a lot of dumb shit as a kid. I think the dumbest thing I've done as a child was probably run into a glass door. Like just not like smack into it, but like full on, full speed smash.
Did you
Right.
break the glass?
I didn't wear glasses back then. I
No, I
actually
meant
fell
the glass
backwards.
before.
No, I didn't actually. Surprisingly, no.
good.
I fell backwards and I hit the back of my head on the cement, and I
Oh,
had to go to
no.
the hospital.
Oh jeez.
I've busted my head open several times for dumb things like that.
That reminds
As
me
a
of
kid.
this time where, because you know those mirror mazes? I thought I saw the exit, but it was a mirror. I just face smacked that.
It's bound to happen.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry,
beautiful.
Dom. I just feel like that would be the thing.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's not awesome.
Really cute.
Don't feel too bad. I know I have a friend that did just that, but we were in high school.
I love it. I love it. Kids are so good at hurting themselves.
They really are.
They are, and yet they are so good at healing themselves.
Yeah. Not entirely. So I still have the scar. In high school, for whatever reason, I had it in my head that if I was like really athletic and acrobatic, people would think I was cool. So I would jump over chairs all the time, because I thought that was cool. I don't know. And in gym, I wouldn't jump like over the gym equipment. I would jump through it. So those there was this one gym equipment sort of thing where like you sit down and you reach up and there's like a bar that you pull down, and just the support of that kind of looks like a door frame with like the weights at the bottom. So I would jump over that, and one time I just fucked it up, and the inside of my left leg just got like peeled off, and I like the pain was so the pain was so bad, and like there was so much adrenaline. I didn't feel the pain for a little bit until someone goes, "Hey, Monty, your leg's super fucked up." And at which point the gym teacher freaks out. I'm like, "Oh yeah, I guess I like the the exercise, like the bike thing, like must have scratched me. That's crazy. Can I go to the nurse?"
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Scary.
That's
Kids are dumb.
That's-
Kids are so dumb.
Yeah.
But I mean, granted, I think it was just a combination of me and the gym equipment, because you know those hurls you have to jump over during like you're in track.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it was half of me and that thing not wanting to move. Like, you know, when you jump over them, they're supposed to fall over.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, yeah.
It just didn't. It just didn't fall over. It fell on me. It.
Oh.
Damn. Oof.
I don't know how I didn't really get injured as a kid, because I did some stupid fucking shit. But I feel like I have so much stupid shit to pile on as a kid. But I have one that's kind of funny. Is behind my friend's house was this giant field that had this little patch of forest where we would all hang out in there, and it was really dangerous because there was like a half broken treehouse in there that we would hang out, and we would like make traps for each other to get stuck in it.
Sounds very fun, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun as fuck, but like I don't know how I'm not dead. But yeah, we weren't really allowed back there, but we would always go back there anyway. And one day there was this giant mud puddle, like the hugest mud puddle, and we just thought, hey, that's a good idea. So we like went right in it, and then we got stuck in it. and we couldn't move our feet, and we were trapped in there for hours.
Holy shit.
Oh,
Oh my god!
We
Holy!
even like peed ourselves because we were trapped. And then we finally escaped by taking off our shoes, jumping out, and we got to our my friend's house covered in mud. She's like, "Okay, you're gonna have a bath," and we were kids, so like we were young enough to have a bath together. Like that's how like young I was, just stuck in the
Damn.
mud in the fucking field.
Max Stew in chat saying Hunger Games Baby Edition.
Oh god, it is.
No shoes covered in mud and piss.
Covered in mud and piss. Yeah.
Yeah, when you started that, I was thinking like Bridge to Terabithia levels of like you shouldn't do this. But oh my god.
It's a good time.
I feel like that'd be even scarier of the like how long were you stuck there?
I don't know. I don't know. It was a long time ago, but I think the sun started to go down. We were like, we gotta go.
Oh my god!
Damn.
That's a very you story though.
Yeah, what do you expect?
So, speaking of stories, our next spicy question: what embarrassing memory keeps you up at night?
There's too many. There's too many.
You know that
oh god.
that regular show clip where it's like, oh, we should do something spooky, and I forget his name, but he says we could go to bed early and stay up with our dots at all night, and it's we do some stupid stuff as kids, don't we?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's hard to remember on the spot, honestly, because I push them into the back of my brain so I don't think of them.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
yeah, I didn't tell a story about stupid.
Oh, sorry
shit I
about
did.
that. We'll go back.
Oh, that's alright. I don't know. I think most stupid things that happened to me were not my fault. But one that was certainly my fault and just affected me. Like I always like to like dismantle anything electronic.
Ooh.
And
hobby.
when I was a kid, there were like, I think it was a remote control car that had some lights, LED lights, and I was like, I dismantled it, and there was this little light bulb with the two metal ends, and I thought, I want to turn this on.
Uh-oh.
What's the better way to turn this on? So I just I bent the metal ends, was holding on the plastic cover of the bulb, and just stuck it into the outlet.
What? You just
What?
free-handed that, slapped it into an outlet?
Yeah.
Oh,
I turned it on just for a millisecond.
Holy shit! How are you still alive?
Just exploded in my hand. Like I was very like lucky because it was holding in the bulb covering, which was plastic. So I just put it on, it exploded, and I pick it up back.
Good job.
Holy crap!
Was
I
it
would
a very
never
good
imagine. Sorry.
was a very good experiment.
Would have never imagined someone actually do that. I would think it would hear it in some show or something, but not in real life.
Oh, it happened.
How young were you?
Oh, I don't remember. probably 10 years old.
And fair. I mean, 10 years are like,
Pretty
that's
low.
the dangerous thing where like you're smart enough to get yourself into trouble, but you're not smart enough to be smart.
Yeah, I still like to dismantle things, but now I know what can kill me.
Yeah. That's the important distinction. Yeah.
Yeah, I wish you didn't touch your parents' car.
Mm.
Oh, but
Like,
I touched the computers. I like fried like two computers in my home my
love it.
entire life. But now I know how to build a computer.
Minimize damage. I love it.
And I just needed to learn.
Hey, I mean, like
Was
curiosity
very-
is fun, man.
It's very expensive. But it worked.
I love it. I mean, that's how you learn. Very, very expensive mistakes. Yeah, awesome. Okay, so going back to the spicy question, what embarrassing memory keeps you up at night? Okay, it sounded like you had one.
Probably asking out a girl and messing up terribly.
Oh yeah, that's always how it goes, huh?
Wait, do I actually try that? Bless you.
Yes. Domi, what is going on? You're going all over the place.
Oh no.
He may.
Oh, I'm sorry. My model does that sometimes. I don't really know
no.
why.
Yeah, no, mine does that too. Like, I don't know why, but sometimes I just start leaning, and I can't fix it.
I think it has to do with my webcam because I have it positioned in a very specific area, and like sometimes I'll move my head without like remembering that the webcam is positioned at a certain area. So like when I go off the webcam just goes crazy.
Which didn't desync and.
As far as an embarrassing thing, the only thing I can think of, and I'm sure there are probably others, but like on the spot, the only thing I can think of is calling out like a friend's name in public and it not being that friend. And I think about that often because that type of thing happens to me a lot.
Oh, I'm so glad you said that because it made me remember one that I can actually say. That's like the worst.
Oh, here's one. You know this person so long and yet you still can't remember their name.
Oh, I'm so
no.
bad at that. I'm so bad. I used to work at Starbucks, and there was people that would come in every single day, and I could never remember their names. I worked there for like a year, and I'm always like, "What's your name?" Like I was here yesterday, and the day before, and the day before.
Oh no.
But the embarrassing thing that I can remember was actually at Starbucks too. I was really tired, and I called out a drink, and the guy's name was Michael, but I called it out as Mikael. and he was like, "It's Michael," and I was like, "It's spelt weird," and he was like, "No, it's not." I'm like, "You're right, it's not." It was just regular Michael.
Oh no.
I think that is fair. You're always dealing with way too many customers every day.
Fair. There, and you always get the you have the meme of the weirdly written Starbucks cup, so it's like you maybe have an excuse.
Okay, no, but it's really embarrassing because you literally have to yell it so loud.
Oh no.
The whole dining room can hear it.
It's probably embarrassing for you, but for the customer, it's just a fun story.
True.
He looked pissed, to be honest. So I hope that he liked it.
Awesome. Do we have any more memories? If not, we can go ahead and move on to a sweeter question. What have you spent way too much money on? So I am a massive whale. And there's somewhere in there there's a website that shows you exactly how much money you've spent on Steam, and every time I look at it, I just cringe, and I hate myself. It's terrible.
Steam sales, you can't resist.
Yeah, I can't.
I think it's bad because you have all these games and you can share them with friends and stuff.
True, but
That's
then
kinda nice. At least not something you.
Spending on games.
Okay, I think for me it's tied between me being a massive anime fan and Hololive fan. I have Sims.
For me, it is 100% art commissions. I used to get art commissions all the time, like constantly, like often, and it's definitely one of the reasons why I am in the situation that I am now.
Oh, and I'm seeing in chat
so much art.
Davin saying that site assumes you bought everything full price. Thank God, man. That'll be my excuse every time I look at how many digits it has.
Yeah. I don't spend too much money on things.
Good, keep it that way.
Especially games. Most of the games I just get for free, like on Humble Bundle.
I missed the Humble Bundle. Like it started off really good, and then when they started like the Humble Monthly, that got not great. I missed the early ones.
Yeah, it slowed down a bit. Now the thing is Epic Games.
Oh yeah. They did like a somewhere on the holidays. It was like a one free game every day for 2 weeks, right? Like that was amazing.
They did. That was amazing.
They're still doing it.
They're still Jesus.
They gave out Battlefront 2.
Oh crap!
That's crazy.
I'm usually a Steam purist, but I guess I gotta switch over now.
I also would prefer Steam all the time, but you know, free games.
Yeah, it's hard to argue with free.
I am. Yes, I do enjoy a good Steam sale, but I am a console player at heart. So when GameStop or whatever place you can get video games does some sort of thing, big event, I'm always there.
I try not to frequent GameStop, but I am a PSN sale whore. Like I will check the PSN sales constantly and see like if there's a game that I'm remotely interested on them. I used to do it all the time. Lately, I've been playing more Steam games ever since I became a VTuber, just because of things like Phasmophobia and whatnot that everyone likes to collab. But before that, I would check the PSN store at least once every day.
Damn.
And when and not even I wouldn't even buy full like the main games. I would go to the clearance aisle or like the used game section.
I mean, hey, that's how you save.
I got some of my favorite games on the Xbox 360 from it.
Do tell.
I've gotten some PS4 games that are like that too.
I've gotten the Transformer the Transformer games. So those games are one of my favorites. I have been a massive Transformer fan for years. Heck, I got Halo 3, Halo Reach, and Halo 3 ODST from it.
Damn.
From clearance.
Those are big though. You'd imagine they okay. I like it.
Yeah, I was surprised too. But the Halo ODST came with Forza, the driving one. So that was a good bundle.
Damn.
But yeah,
like
a game that I spent like full price on launch and then regretted it later was Need for Speed Heat.
Yeah, I've heard terrible things.
They just like the game is good, the mechanics and such, but they just gave up and didn't put any new updates. The only update that they made was like a DLC, so you can see where are the achievements in the map. Like completely useless.
That is absolutely horrible. And that was a DLC?
Yep.
That should have been the main game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like in the main game you need to find by yourself. Like you need to go through the map and find the things. The DLC, the thing they are selling is just the map with everything marked. It's ridiculous. I can certainly just find it on the internet from someone who already found it out. Yeah, when I play games, I usually just play one game most of the time.
Hmm.
Like, if it's something quick and story driven, like Undertale, for example, I'll play it in 1-2 days, and then go back to my main game that I play every day. It used to be Overwatch, but I'm sick of Overwatch. I can't play it anymore.
Okay,
Now-
I got a question for you guys now. Are you people fully gameplay, or do you care about your stories in video games?
Oh god damn! I always go for the story first.
Story first.
Story first.
I think I want.
100%.
I think it's dependent on what kind of game it is. Like if it's selling itself as it has good story, then I want good story. But I'll play things like Rainbow Six, where the story is garbage, but the gameplay is amazing. So yeah, I think I want a good balance. Game fatigue is true, real, absolutely.
Since I play a lot of JRPGs and like Doom, for example, I do. Well, Doom is pure gameplay, but there's a story attached to it. If you want to read, if you want to do a lot of reading.
Yeah.
But the JRPGs, you need that story.
Because otherwise,
Oh, yeah.
it's too repetitive.
Yeah, I flat put down JRPGs with bad story before. Like I'm a huge JRPG fan. It's pretty much most of what I'll stream on my channel. But if I'm not liking the story, no, I'll put it down.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I think
same way.
So far, I'm still playing Dragon Quest, which I've been playing that a lot, and yeah.
What are
Oh,
some-
nice choice.
Ooh. What are some of the JRPGs that you found that are like the gold standard of good gameplay and story?
Persona.
That's what I was gonna say. As well.
Persona.
Yeah, Persona 4, Persona 5.
Trails of Cold
Yeah.
Steel.
Ooh, I've heard amazing things about the Trails games. Yeah.
Yeah, the Trails games are amazing. The East games are great. East 9 came out recently, but before that, my favorite
I've
was.
been meaning to play that one.
Oh, East 9 is so good. I've been
Yeah.
streaming it. I actually just got done streaming with it 5 hours ago. But
nice.
before that, Yeast 8, Lacrimosa of Dana. That's a really solid game.
Nice. A few others. There is Final Fantasy,
Mhm.
Xenoblade. Let me think. This is a controversial one, but I'm a Fire Emblem fan.
Okay.
Yeah, Fire Emblem has, yeah, it's a good series, but people fight about whether or not it's a JRPG or not. I think it's a JRPG.
I think
I think
is.
it counts.
There
Yeah.
are people who don't.
Why wouldn't it?
Just because of what JRPGs typically contain,
Yeah, it's also how the game mechanics are.
right?
It's a real time. It counts as a real time strategy, but the story wise, it's a RPG.
Right.
I guess you would count Kingdom Hearts.
Hmm.
Kinda. It's far.
Kinda,
Kind of a
kinda.
stretch there.
I like the
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts story, but
Mm.
the game, the games I have such a headache with the games.
I have a headache just following the story. For God's sake. We all.
Yeah.
If you
I follow the
played-
story through the manga, so it's easier.
So I've played through all the games,
Hmm.
including that's the DS one. I'm still confused on the story. One of the games wasn't even a full-on game. It was just a test run of the new engine.
Oh yeah, yeah, true. One really good JRPG. It's an old one. I wish they would bring it back. I've always been a huge fan of the Shadow Heart series.
Oh,
Hmm.
I guess you. Here's another old one, Mother.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Oh,
Mother
yeah.
Earthbound.
That's.
Very
I
good.
love that one.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
As soon as you finish it, I lost my save.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh,
Yeah.
that sucks.
Yeah,
I think it was
staying
like
the
in the middle of the game, and then lost the save.
Yeah, all of my favorites are older RPGs from the 90s too.
Yeah, and I think there's a certain charm to classic games. I love going back to retro games, but like I can really only like access like what the SNES Classic and stuff like that are on the like when you have a what is it?
Oh,
The
when
Switch
you get,
Online. Yeah.
Nintendo Online.
Right. Yeah.
I'll play Steam releases of older games. Like if they bring like PS2 games or PS3 games over to Steam, I'll typically replay them just so I can stream them.
Yeah, me too. I love when they do that because those are like my favorites. PS2, PS1.
I guess Pokemon would count, kinda, but not really.
I'd say that counts. I mean, because Pokemon's is close enough to what is that? SMT, Shin Megami Tensei. And that's definitely a JRPG. I say that counts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
I pretty much played all of now. I'm really excited for the new ones.
And that one that looks very Breath of the Wild, like how?
Yeah, Arceus Legends.
Yes.
I am so excited for that.
I for a little bit, especially with like Sword and Shield, a lot of people were worried there wasn't too much innovation, and then they hit us with that. Like, okay, well, yeah.
Sword and Shield hit with some innovation, especially with the wild area, open world-ish type. I'd say that was more the experimental. Like pretty much I noticed this is a trend for Pokemon games where one game they experiment with a mechanic. One example is in X and Y where you could do the sneaking. You can see a shadow of the not X and Y, Omega Ruby and Omega Alpha Sapphire, where they tested out where you can see Pokemon in the tall grass, but you can't tell what it is. Later on in X and Y, they again tweaked that, but made it even better. And when the Switch came out, or I skipped Sun and Moon, I didn't play that. Well, I did, but I just didn't complete it yet. And then the Let's Go games, they actually showed Pokemon there, like their actual models. But again, those models were still incomplete. They were still testing it, and then with Sword and Shield, they really got those 3D models of Pokemon in the environment. I noticed that was a trend with the newer games where they were testing and updating new things.
That's typically what they do. Just a lot of game series do.
Yeah. Constant improvement.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So you gotta test stuff at some point and then see what works,
Yep.
and then you carry over what works into the newer
And
game.
a lot of people did like it, and a lot of people do like it.
Yeah. It definitely had its detractors, and its diehard fans.
Yeah, but it ruined the Nuzlocke feel to it, though.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, because you're right. Because you can just avoid what you don't want to Nuzlocke, right?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
I wish they made that optional.
Well, I mean, I don't think they're making the games with Nuzlocke in mind, considering that's
Yeah, you're right.
by the view of the players and not really by them.
Fair.
Yeah. Okay. And then go ahead and move on to a spicier question. How has life changed for you during the pandemic?
It didn't, because I don't go outside.
Yeah, no, I'm much the same.
It did for me since I now have to take everything online.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
It did fuck up my classes because I teach art, so I can't really have people over here, and I can't go to community centers, so that kind of blew. But it started evening out. They started asking me to do online stuff, so yeah.
I adapted to Zoom really easily, but it's just trying to keep up the work.
Yeah, the pandemic pretty much changed everything for me. First of all, the pandemic is probably the biggest thing that led me to becoming a VTuber, just because I had the time to do it. Second of all, it caused me to eventually quit my job. I lost my cat because of the pandemic, just because of the stress that was throughout the house after everyone started being home. Financially, it was pretty devastating. Like, there's a lot of things that changed for me because of the pandemic. Yeah, I would say my entire life changed because of the pandemic, to be quite honest.
Damn, sorry to hear.
Yeah.
It happens.
But there was some good things about the pandemic I can say about, especially on the VTuber side.
Yeah. Yeah,
and
I agree.
You've met so many people because of it. It's maybe not the best trade-off, but
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, I was already in a changing mood in my life
Mhm.
because I was gonna move
Mhm.
to another country,
Exciting.
and I also was working, but once they started the lockdowns, they put me out.
Oh.
Mm.
But I also started VTubing because of the pandemic, but I didn't do it right away. Like, I just started it after a frustrating attempt at moving.
Yeah, I can't imagine moving during pandemic would have been any fun.
No.
Oh.
So now I'm still gonna move, but I don't know when. So I'm just waiting and trying to do something. Since
Well,
I
I mean,
just can't leave the house.
yeah.
I do miss a few friends of mine.
Yeah. I think I'm much in the same boat as like Hanji and Melynn, where not a ton changed. I was an office worker that would do a lot of like work from home anyway. So that just kind of turned to work from home a lot of time. But I miss seeing my coworkers. Like you would, before the pandemic, it was very much, oh man, I wish I could work from home all the time. But I miss that human contact, man.
Yeah, and also it's kind of like you have that structure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I noticed that since I'm surrounded by all my tech, my consoles, I'm distracted all the time.
Absolutely.
That's where my job is so hard.
Yeah.
I mean, the good part is I can do a little bit more because I do some, like I said, I did video editing. I do some things for that, so that does make things easier because I know where things are.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, I was pretty lucky where I work for myself anyway, so nothing happened. Except that, the money struggles with people was kind of hard. Because I basically live off of art commissions.
Yeah, money struggles is why I eventually lost my job.
Oof.
I think I never got so lazy.
Yeah.
This past months.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because
I'm just glad that Canada handled the pandemic well. They
Well,
were giving us like $2K a month. So,
most things I do at home on my computer, but I need to get out from time to time. I just can't stay
that's fair.
Yeah.
stay inside all the time. Also, I want to see my friends.
Yeah.
Doesn't-
Yeah.
Who
I
doesn't?
have a group of high school friends that like we used to get together like several times a year, and last holiday it was just like, this is the first time we haven't gotten together in like 10 years, and it feels weird, and it's so because so many of my friends, like, there isn't anything to talk about now. Like, the thing you talk about is, hey, how bad is your life in a pandemic? So conversation just dried up, and now I just don't talk to some people, and it's I miss them.
I am able to see some of my friends, but I have two of them that I have not had contact at all.
Oh no.
Honestly, I think I've seen my friends. I have two of them that like were part of my pretty much every day before the pandemic, and I think I've seen them maybe 3 times the entire course of the pandemic, which is wild for me, just because I used to like see them every day, or like we would be on Messenger and talk about like going to dinner and stuff, but like 3 times. And it's so weird because I don't even think about the fact that it's been so long. Like this morning I woke up and I just thought about it. I was like, wow, it's been like 10 months since I've seen either of them.
Damn.
That's
Damn.
wild.
And there is a good thing is, since Discord's a thing, and I chat there, and and a few of my friends actually, we all do hang out outside of everything, but it's still really restrict.
I actually had the opposite, where it became a thing where I got to see more of my friends because I have more online friends than I do offline friends. So I was like, oh yay, people don't have jobs anymore. They can hang out with me again.
Gosh.
I'm like, I missed you.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. No, Tommy, are you
I
okay?
I think that a lot of my
Just doing
online
the worm.
friends also got burned out because of the pandemic. So
Everyone.
it didn't help at all.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in some places, I'm hearing it's starting to get better. Vaccines are starting to come out, and I'm ready for us to go back to normalcy, man.
Oh, I'm so
My
ready.
town has already gone back to normal.
Yeah. I've heard like some places in America are kind of rushing into it, and it's like, oh, I really
No,
hope.
because since I live in America right now, my town has been above and beyond everything. Like,
Oh.
they
I'm
have
jealous,
they have gotten so prepared and ready. We're ready.
That's great.
My town's been so ready for. I should say my county has been ready.
See, like, I wish that was the story here. For me, it's just been like the area that I live in is just a progressive amount of annoyance with the pandemic because we have been handling it from the very beginning the complete wrong way. So, like, every step that I see towards the country getting better, we're getting worse.
Oh no.
Because we're not doing anything that they're doing, and we're stonewalling and we're pushing against it. Like, there are people in my county who, like, are prepared to do the right thing and have been doing the right thing since the beginning. But the larger leadership is the bad part. It's why everything keeps getting worse.
Yeah,
I've
same
heard
here.
some areas are really bad.
Damn. Well, I want to hope there's some like bleeding effect, right? Like as everything starts to get better, and as we start seeing like, okay, well this strategy definitely works. There's gonna be pushback. I hope of like, hey, like give us a normal life and just do the right thing if everyone else is. But America's not very smart with that, as we've seen.
That's an understatement right there. America has been smart for a while now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. And let's
They're attached to my ex.
let's lighten the mood with a sweet question. What is something you started in quarantine that you want to continue afterwards? And for me, that'd probably be VTubing, of course.
I was gonna
But-
say
Yes,
yes.
same.
Yeah, same here, VTubing.
Yeah. I can say my Japanese has gotten better. I still can't say
Ooh.
it, but I can understand it even better.
Yes, yeah. I've started Duolingo because of Hololive.
Exactly. Well, granted, I've started Duolingo way before Hololive, but because of anime again, that's more or less the reason.
I've gotten better at using my voice, which is probably the biggest thing that I can say. Like, I think VTubing has really helped a lot with my social confidence. Like, it's gone up since I started, because as a streamer, I didn't really used to like using my voice. But ever since I started VTubing, I started using it pretty much predominantly as part of my streams. So I've gotten better at reading stuff out loud or just, like, talking to people. It's helped a lot with that.
It has a bit for me, but I hate the way my voice sounds. I always
Oh,
do.
same.
That's common.
Yeah.
Dang, that is a move.
And yeah, it has helped a bit, but my people skills have never been good. So, but for some reason, I'm better online and anything else.
Well, one of the reasons I wanted to start with VTubing was exactly to practice my voice, because when I'm not used to talk for a long time, so my throat starts to hurt after a while.
Oh.
And also I can't speak too loud. So I'm trying to practice so I can talk better and for for longer.
Yeah, and I can say the endurance I can do because like I said, I've streamed before, but I couldn't do it for long. But I say the endurance or the amount of energy I have for streaming has gotten better. Because I used to do like half an hour streams because I just had no confidence, but now I'd say I can do about 2 to 3 hour streams.
Good job.
Yeah.
Yeah, great job.
I really want to do and try an endurance stream, but I need to find time for that.
Yeah, it can be hard.
If you like prepare for endurance streams, they're easier. I'm the same where like I can't really stream for long periods of time because the introverted mood sets in.
Right.
But if I'm like overly prepared for a very long stream, like 8 to 12 hours, then I can usually get through it, and then I'll like want to do more.
Yeah.
Yeah, only after streams, I'm flat out on my couch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I ended up getting into VTubing for much the same reason. Like I'd always wanted to be a streamer, but I got that good old social anxiety. But then I figured, well, I mean, if I'm, if I'm Monty and not me, that can help some of that because I don't need a webcam, or if I'm weird, then people can just chalk that up to be being a VTuber. We're all a little bit weird.
Oh, I got something like I also, when I was a kid, I wanted to like be a voice actor or an actor, but after looking into those professions, I think it's not for me.
Oh, no.
So VTubing is probably a good middle ground, you know.
For the voice acting side, for me, is more or less because I've done like fan-made projects. I helped with fan-made projects before. That's fun, really fun to do. But so that has helped in the VTuber side. It definitely helped with the voice.
Nice.
Yeah, I used to do fan dubs and stuff. Yeah, I wanted to be a voice actor before, and actually that helped with VTubing.
I love it.
I don't really hate my voice because I've already heard it 1,000 times by like mixing fan dubs and doing song covers and things. Yeah.
Yeah, I was. Oh, sorry, go on.
What was the question? The original question.
What's something that you started in quarantine that you want to continue in quarantine?
Right. Everything pretty much stayed the same. I guess I met Dom. I'd like
Is
to
that what you
continue that. I'd like to continue that. I guess I'll stay friends with Dom.
Oh, thank you. That makes me happy.
What's with the sugar right here? What's with this?
The sweetest of sweet questions. I love it.
Perfect.
I know so I also picked up the electric keyboard, and I'm garbage at it, but it is very much like yeah, I want to keep practicing it.
That's so fun. I used to play keyboard too.
You know, there is a thing for Adobe. What was it? I forgot. Media Encore, Adobe Media Encore. And I've worked with Adobe before. It's just hard. So that's been a trip.
Oh, that's something I can mention as well. I've gotten a lot better with Photoshop ever since becoming a VTuber, mainly because Mel's taught me a lot of stuff, and also because things like making schedules and graphics and stuff like that. I've done a lot of like personal exploration too. So I'd like to see that grow and improve, and who knows, maybe in 14 years from now I'll be able to do art.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Hit me up in 14 years.
Yeah, 14 years.
Like,
I'll teach you how to draw a circle.
I think I got a very good like kickstart into VTubing because I already I was already used to do like illustrations, and I worked as a graphic designer.
Mm-hmm.
They made it easier, for sure.
Yeah, and I have so much respect for people that can like pull their past like creative passions and make something out of that. I don't have an artistic bone in me. I wish I did.
It's okay. You don't need to. You see to be.
Yeah, that's actually another thing. I would like to continue taking commissions. I mean, because of the winter storm that happened recently, I'm like a month behind on commissions, but I would like to continue taking them. Yeah, that should probably tell you where I am.
Yeah, I just read that one.
Oof.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all we'll say on that.
Okay. And then let's go ahead and turn up the heat with a spicy question. What is your type / what does it for you?
Type of what?
Type of person.
To be friends with or bang?
No, sure.
You are free to answer however you please.
I'm sorry, that exited my mouth.
No, that was perfect timing. That was amazing. Absolutely beautiful.
Perfect.
Got my drink.
Did a great job.
Thank you.
But yeah, for either, I guess. Like I know for me, for the type of person, I guess for both, right? Like I love people that are passionate about stuff, like just anything, like being passionate about like their hobbies, what they do, or even just like, hey, like I collect like I don't know, stamps or Sellers of Catan boxes. Like people that like have that much passion, that like really speaks to me, and I think it's pretty cool. As for the other type, I like taller women in suits. I didn't think I had a type, but then I saw all these women in uniform. I was like, I have a type.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well, if you like taller women, you can cross me off.
Oh god.
For me, it would be that I guess it would be that tomboy type.
Oh yeah.
That tomboy really, or it can also be the nerdy type. Yeah.
I like it.
Like with glasses, yes.
Glasses.
I don't really like the
are very
nerd
versatile.
type. The tomboy, I know all about it.
For
Like,
me, no, go ahead.
I
I'm
like-
sorry.
I also like for friends also, I like to hang out with people that have like some ambitions in life, but not the assholes. just like I like to learn about what they want to achieve and try to help them.
Oh, that's really noble.
Yeah, that is.
I mean,
For me,
if someone has a very good idea, I want to hear it.
Yeah.
For me, I guess it would be I actually am the same way with as Monty with regards to like the passion aspect. I do like when people are passionate about things, just whatever it is. As long as it's not hurting anybody or any animals, I don't judge anything like that. It's a little bit harder for me to answer this question just because for me, I'm not really attracted to anything in particular. I mean, I guess like fetish wise, yeah, that's one subject. But other than that, it's mostly just like how I connect with people on an emotional level. Like if I have a pretty strong emotional connection with you, or like if we vibe pretty well, or like if I'm able to bond really well with you, then that's pretty much what attracts me to somebody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
But
I think. Oh, sorry, go on.
Well, I was just gonna say, I mean, that's not really an answer to this question. So I guess if you want an answer to this question,
I think it's
I'm really
pretty
partial.
Good. It's a good answer. You know, like that emotional connection is super important.
Okay.
But if you want to share more, we'd all love to hear it.
Oh God.
Uh-oh.
Nah, I'm good. It's okay.
Okay. Okay. And then let's go ahead and move on to a sweeter question. How did you get into VTuber
I
culture?
forgot the answer.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Oh no.
Oops.
I completely forgot.
Man,
How
what is
dare-
it for you?
Go man.
I'm similar to Dahmer. I don't really care.
Mhm.
But I do tend to gravitate towards ambitious type of people because I like doing work and I like working with people.
Mhm.
That's my favorite thing. That's why me and Dom hang out so much, because we just work together a lot.
I
But
love it.
yeah.
Yeah,
Same as
I'm
Dom. Like I have type fetish wise, but that's none of your business.
Fair.
well, I mean, I would openly talk about it, but I understand that this is probably not the platform for that. But with regards to the ambition for me, I kind of like I admire it, but at the same time, like there's a limit for me just because I've been around people whose ambition has destroyed people around them. So there's like a line that I draw with it.
Yeah, well, it can't be like
Yeah.
selfish ambition.
That's why I
Right.
said
Yeah.
I like the ambitious people, not the assholes.
Right.
Yeah. Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
There are way too many assholes.
Oh, same.
Yeah, for sure.
Same.
I'm sorry you've seen so many buttholes.
Oh god. All right.
Oh boy.
That's good.
Okay.
That's good.
We will be moving right on.
Great transition.
How did you get into VTuber culture?
Okay. For me, it would have to be way back in 2016.
Ooh, wow.
I was I know I'm like an OG right now fan because I originally started off with Kizna Ai. I was a massive fan of Kizna Ai back in the day, but then I discovered Tokino Sora from Hololive. So I've been a fan of her for a while now. But if you want to go a little further back, I was also a massive fan of Vocaloids. You know, Hatsune Miku, all those. So I'm pretty old when it comes to some of the VTuber
OG.
stuff. You're really OG. But then when after Yago announced Hololive, I discovered Fubuki, Miko, Azuki, you know, all the Gen 1, Gen 0, Gen 1s, and pretty much up to now. But yeah, I've been an OG fan for a while.
Respect.
My story is a little bit different. I've been knowledgeable of the VTubing community for a long time. I actually used to raid in Final Fantasy XIV with somebody who is a VTuber, who's part of one of those companies. I can't really say which one. But I didn't really have a very positive impression of the community just based on what I knew. And when I met Mel last year in the summer, she started talking about different VTubers that she knew, and I think watching her was the first time I'd ever like seen a VTuber stream. I'd never really like seen one before that. And we just talked about it, and I guess the pandemic being what it was, it gave us the platform to have that kind of conversation. And my first exposure to the community itself was just being just integrating myself into it, just interacting with people. That was really how I got to know it on Twitter, really, before anything else.
Yeah, that's the same as me. I don't really care about the like Hololive and Kizuna Ai or anything. I just wanted to be a VTuber because I don't want to use my webcam and I kind of wanted to stream and it's just fun. So that was my exposure to it all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's fair.
I didn't even talk to other VTubers for a really long time because I'm too shy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it is weird how like just about every VTuber out there, like they can be like really energetic and bombastic on Twitter or on stream, but like actually talking to them, like I don't know, we're all super introverted and shy. I love it.
It's
Yeah.
wild.
It was really weird when I did start kind of trying to open up and talking to other people that weren't Foxy Joel and Rose Doodle, because they were my friends that helped me be a VTuber. I would like go into people's streams and say hi, and they'd be like, "Oh my god, it's Melynn Rose." I was like, "What the fuck?" What?
Yeah. That happens to me too, and it's like it's wild. I go into people's streams or like I'll raid people and they'll just flip out and fall out of their chairs, and I'm like, I didn't even know this person knows who I am.
Yeah. It's so funny. Like, okay.
What about you, Marques?
Oh, I forgot the question.
How did you get into VTuber culture?
Well, I also started watching Kizuna back in the day, but like at that time, VTubing wasn't a thing like it is now. So I just watched a few videos because I thought it was cool. Then I stopped for a while. During 2020, I was aware of the VTuber wave with Hololive and such, but like very from the middle to the end of the year that I started like checking out some streams, mostly from the girls from Hololive English, and also Korone. The only Japanese one. The only Japanese one that I really like to watch. But yeah, I started VTubing really late, like after my frustrated attempt into moving, which was I started this year.
Oh wow!
Like I picked up, I made up my mind. I wanted to become a VTuber out of sudden, since I was doing absolutely nothing. And then I picked up like 2-3 weeks. I grew my model and rigged it, and I was ready to go.
Damn.
And then I also went to different VTubing Discord servers to meet people, like, because I'm before VTubing I was doing illustrations on Twitter for like 5 years, but it never like picked up.
Oh no.
Like I studied advertising in college. I didn't finish it, but I'm absolutely terrible at advertising myself.
Oh no.
I just know how to do like graphic design. That's how I got into it.
And I mean, no shame in getting into it late. I think a lot of people, I was much in the same boat where like I really only got into VTubers because of Hololive EN. Some of my friends had been into Pekora before, but it wasn't until I saw a clip of Callie not knowing how to use a kazoo.
Oh, I know that clip. That's hilarious. One of my but yeah, I know that clip. You guys seen the one with it's not really a clip, but a thing with Fubuki where she was doing the Scatman? I'm Scatman. I love that one.
Yes. Yeah.
Or
And
the Just Do It. She was doing the thing that what was his name again?
the crazy
His
guy.
name again. Yeah.
Just
Shia
do it.
LaBeouf.
Yes.
Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf. Yeah. I didn't know she did that. Wow.
Yeah, she did. It was like Tonikaku Yare, Tonikaku Yare.
God, I love Fubuki.
Yeah, you gotta love her.
I'd actually seen I'd seen her Scatman video before, but I didn't know anything about VTubers, so I just thought like, oh, this like it are like Fubuki and like Watame, are they just like Vocaloids? I didn't understand it. I didn't understand Japanese at the time, and I didn't realize that there was an English speaking community, so I just thought, oh, I can't get into this. I'll just give up.
I guess before, sorry.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I noticed this one, another little thing. It was really after Generation 4-ish, and right after Hololive ID or Indonesia came out, was really when the English side got popular for VTubers. Because again, of course, if it wasn't for the translators and clips, us English speakers wouldn't have anything.
Absolutely.
And I noticed since the Indonesian side do speak English a lot of times in their streams, so there was that, and then you got Coco, or Q Coco, who speak English. So that was good taste.
Yeah, and it's like, I'm glad they managed to pull so many people into the VTuber rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Okay. So, excuse me. Let's go ahead and move on to a spicy question. Have you ever had an identity crisis?
Oh,
Haven't we all had one at one point?
I would say that from age 20 to now has been an entire identity crisis, because I didn't really know what I wanted to be as somebody who graduated high school, because I'd just been being whatever my parents wanted me to be, which was quote unquote a good boy. And after that, it was just trying to figure out what I actually liked, which is actually pretty much all of the stuff that inspired like what Dom wears or the outfits that he likes to wear and stuff like that. So figuring all that out was a crucial part of piecing together my identity. I would honestly say I still don't have it all together.
It's a process. I have always.
For me,
sorry.
You go. No, you go first.
I have always loved that VTubing is a space, because it's so accepting of everything. It is a space for a lot of people to figure out like just who they really are and like properly express like their identities and their personalities in a way that they want. I think that's fucking awesome.
I agree.
I'm trying to think. It was more or less I just got out of elementary school, or moving on to middle school, and that was one of the biggest changes I've ever seen. Because this was also when I was discovering cursing.
I love it.
So I was so new at everything. I just didn't know what I should have done or who I should have interacted, how I should have, because I was a child, but just a naive, idiotic child, entering this weird environment of, wait, what the hell is going on? Or who should I interact? Because the friends I had during elementary school, they all drifted away. They hung out with, you know how you have the like your jocks, your nerds, your popular kids, you know how that is. I was in that area where I have no clue what I'm supposed to do or what I'm supposed to be.
I feel like that's a category on its own, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's like a misfit category, yeah. Yeah, I've had a wild fucking ride.
I love to hear it.
Yeah, I was trans in high school. But then an event like scared the fuck out of that I'm not gonna go into detail because it was pretty traumatic. So I was just repressed through from then until like 2 years ago.
Damn.
I'm 30, by the way. Now I identify as both male and female. Yeah, so I have like a separate VTuber avatar that's male that I use sometimes too.
That's very
Use
nice.
both pronouns. Yeah, so that's fine. And then there's just been other things, but I won't get into those either. It's a little too personal.
Fair.
Yeah, I think I know myself very well, so I don't actually have like a identity crisis. I have more like an existential crisis because I know who I am. I just don't know what to do.
Oh yeah, fair. Yeah,
I think that's what's happening with me right now.
Ooh.
Yeah, at this exact moment, I'm sitting.
Because I'm in that area right now where I have to figure out what I'm gonna do after I finish schooling. And that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, that can be hard too, especially with the pandemic and all that.
Exactly.
That's kind of what happened to me. Is I graduated with my master's degree right before the pandemic started, and then after that, I was just like, "What the hell am I supposed to do now? I have it, but like, how do I use it?"
Exactly. That's one thing they don't teach you. Like, what are you supposed to do?
Right.
I've worked part time, but that's it.
Yep.
Yeah, I had a similar thing where like I got out of college, got my bachelor's, and so I study computer science. So what I wanted to do as a kid was make video games because that's what everyone thinks of. But then you get out and you hear that the video games industry terribly mistreat all of their workers, and it's like, well, that's it. Now what?
Yeah.
Once I like was younger and I thought, oh, I want to be an animator. Instant regret after looking into it.
Oh man.
Nope.
The animation industry is really bad, especially here in America. Animation is so looked down upon. Critics say animation should only for children. It's not made for adults.
Yeah.
Dude, I watch anime. Why do you think I watch anime?
Yeah, and the conditions of anime is worse.
Exactly.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, tons of unpaid overtime. Well, okay. So moving on to a sweet question. And we had touched on this a little bit before, but who are your favorite VTubers?
I'm putting the list out.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
List.
I got a list.
Bring up the list.
Yeah. Let me actually just go to my subscription list.
Oh god.
Yeah. Okay. The ones I can really think of right now would be all the gamers from Hololive.
They're amazing.
Yeah. Nakamata Okayu, Inogami Korone, Okami Mio, and Shiraki Fubuki. Love those girls. Okakoro's amazing to watch. Just so much sugar right there. I am really in Generation 5. You just got them. All 5 girls, and there'll always be 5.
Always 5 in Gen 5.
Yes. And then you got the English side. Of course, you got Gura, Keriope, Ina, and Kiara. They pretty much all the girls give some type of content they can't provide. They all are different, each and every one.
Absolutely.
So it's like you can't just choose. You can't just say they're all the same.
Yeah, for sure.
Like one of them I love, but I don't really watch her content as much. She's one of my favorites. Would be Suisei. I love her content, especially her singing, but I don't watch her as much.
Yeah, I'm much the same. That being said, I feel bad because there's so many Japanese VTubers out there, even indie ones. I can't watch you because I don't really understand you. Sorry.
I understand Japanese, but there's just so many where I can't decide, and they all stream at the same time. So I can't decide. Should I watch you or should I watch her? I don't know what to watch. And then of course you got like Marine. We all know that experience. Yeah.
I'm gonna make a multiple monitor setup so you can watch all of them.
Yes. Oh yeah. And you got from Niji Sanji, which that's a list I could go on.
For me, I've mostly only watched like indie VTubers, and they're all like from the Western side. So I mean, I would probably name my friends. There's Mel, of course, and my friend Celeste just had her re-debut yesterday. Jasmine and John Fox, who do Starcrossed, are some of my other ones. Those are usually my go-tos as far as raids go. Keenan Inugami, he's been a huge source of help for me throughout all of this, not just like with VTubing, but just like he's just a good person to talk to in general. I've done quite a few collabs with the Lewdtuber, who has some great energy, and Tiny Brain Plays he's hilarious. I love talking with him and interacting with him.
Yeah, those are all the peeps.
And Sotaka streams a lot of horror games, which I mean that's an in for me and automatically because we stream a lot of the same games. So yeah.
Yeah, me and Dom are similar. We don't really watch like VTubers that are part of like companies. We just watch our friends, or we make friends with people that we.
Well, it's hard for me to watch people who stream, just because I stream at the same time as most of the people I want to watch. So.
That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. I actually did do the Hololive Bloom, their idol concert. I forget there was time zones.
Yeah, that was tripping
And
me up.
to them, 7 o'clock at night is 5 o'clock in the morning.
Oh god.
Yeah.
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 It's insane.
Struggle.
A struggle, but I did it.
You did it anyway? I went for the VOD.
Was it worth it?
It was.
Ooh.
It was.
What did it cost?
About a night's sleep. I think I got like an hour and a half sleep before I had to go to class.
Oh, that's fair.
Worth it.
Yeah, I think I don't watch streamers that much at all. But the VTubers that if you put like their streams for me to watch, I'll watch it. Like Korone from Hololive Japan, and from Hololive English, I got introduced with Gura, but because she's just the most popular. But I was surprised that I really like Kali. I think she's like the most
It's very
herself.
relatable. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like she's the most human out of all of them.
Yeah, for sure.
Because she's in character, of course, but she gives out her human side than character way more than say the other girls.
Yeah. I also started liking Kiara just because.
Yes, mom.
She's got that wild energy. I really do love her.
Yeah.
The bottom left energy, you should say.
But these are the ones I like to watch.
There is the toxicity. I can't speak. You get what I meant. From Ame, Amelia Watson.
Oh. I watched it once. I don't know. It didn't stick.
Yeah, fair. I think they And I mean, I think that's the beauty of them being so diverse. You know, there's a
We got options.
yeah.
And since they do collabs all the time with each other, and that rabbit hole just grows. And once you watch one VTuber clip, your entire YouTube recommendations are
That's how it got me. YouTube's is just, hey, you watch one VTuber, do this for the rest of your life.
Yeah. YouTube's algorithm. For once, it did a good thing.
I think my favorite VTubers, obviously Hololive EN, but two of the ones that I've watched for a while and look up to, Fuwaku Uni, another indie. She debuted right around the time where I started getting to VTubers, and she is just so like pleasant and adorable, and her chat is easily the most like welcoming chat I've ever seen anywhere on the internet. If you ever show up and like if it's just your first chat in a while, everyone else in chat will pick up and will easily welcome you, and it's just such a nice and comfy experience.
That's great.
I really aspire to be like her, and also like have that like really warm and welcoming community. Like that would be what is keeping me going, you know? Okay, so and then moving on to our next spicy question, actually our last. If you had a conversation with yourself from 10 years ago, how do you think that would go, and would past you be proud?
Absolutely.
Nope.
No way.
Oh no.
Mine would be horrified of what I become.
Oh no.
Mine were myself were just gonna be disappointed. Where are your great achievements? Where?
I pretty much achieved what I wanted to, which was being an artist for a living. I wanted to be as a child, so that's what I'm doing now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Mine would largely be confused, just because I had a lot of different aspirations as a child and even as a teenager. I think it would be a hard conversation to have, but I think past me would be proud of a couple of different aspects of my personality that have changed throughout adulthood, and probably that I was finally able to do something like this, which, I mean, 10 years ago I probably would have never imagined myself doing something like this ever.
Yeah, I've said this multiple times on the stream, but past me was an asshole, like straight up. I like past me like delved way too much into like incel territory. Like it was truly atrocious. So would past me be proud? No, but I feel like if I talk to past me, I'd want to strangle him. I'm I'm a better person than him. Yeah.
Past me, I started a lot of fights.
Ooh.
Granted, it wasn't me. Well, it was kind of me, but it was more or less the friend group I was in. Started a lot of fights. Yeah, we would beat the shit out of a lot of other kids.
Oh no.
Oh god.
Wow, that's fun. No.
Granted, my school was more or less. There were two groups, my group and this other group. So we kind of did have like a turf war-ish type deal happening. I know.
There's some...
I hide.
I know.
Like a gang movie.
Exactly. It was a gang group.
Oh.
Kids are so impressionable, you know. Like I think a lot of why I was an asshole is the same thing. Like a lot of people I hung out with, they seemed cool, but they were super toxic to one another, and I just thought like, oh well, I mean, like I guess I would do the same. That's what the cool kids do, you know. And it's.
Oh, I got into it.
Oh no.
I was able to start.
At least, during high school, I just got my senses. I need to stop. I'm just being ridiculous.
Yeah, kids are dumb, man. Okay, and then if we're done here, we can go ahead and move to our final question of the evening. This one, a sweet one. What are your most ambitious goals? I have been very like everything I do, and I fully recognize this won't ever hit, but everything is do is very much, can I get into Hollow Stars again? That would make my life.
Yeah, who doesn't want to be in? Who doesn't want to be able to join that? I would love to be able.
I absolutely would not want to be in one of those because I don't want to be owned by a company.
Fair. Yeah, no, I've heard a lot of that. Absolutely fair.
I like being independent and I like working for myself. That's why I am here.
I'd be part of a group, maybe a team, a company. No.
I mean, granted, I am part of a separate VTuber group right now, an indie group. We are known as the Shrimps. And so far, that's been really fun. But we aren't really doing the greatest. I feel like since by joining, let's say Hollow Stars, it would be really good for boosting. And I guess Hollow Stars isn't as popular as Hollow Live, but they're still very popular.
Yeah, they're massive compared to like indie numbers.
Yeah. Granted, I have seen really big indies, but not as big as them. Heck, most of them actually now are reaching their 1 mil mark.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And heck, the EN girls, 2 of them, Gura and Callie, have reached Gura has reached 2 million. Callie, what was it?
I think she's getting close. Quite a few of them.
No, Callie's reached 1 mil already. I was there with her 24-hour stream. And then Ame got her 1 mil.
Well,
sorry, go on.
Sorry.
I think I would. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, I was trying to figure out what I was saying. Most of them are catching up to them with their 1 mil or getting their 1 mil or 2 mil. But that's it. I'm done. I went on a rant there.
Right. Yeah, I also would like to have like full creative control over my content, but after like spending like almost 6 years trying to grow my art stuff, I really would like having a boost from something, so I can get out this anxious feeling that I'm not gonna get anywhere.
Yeah, that's a move.
I did want to say, Melynn, Domi, would you be interested in anything like VShoujo? I don't know too much about them, but they strike me as less of a company and more just an association.
Because that's just genre of anything.
I follow Zentraya.
Yeah.
I like her. I haven't watched any of her streams or anything, but I do like her posts and stuff and her energy a lot.
Yeah.
What is this?
So
they're stream on Twitch.
Yeah, they stream on Twitch. I think they're effectively independent. I don't believe they're behind a corporation, but some of the big names.
Shoujo.
Yes. Sorry about that.
They're a group, but that is owned by no one. There's just a group.
Okay.
Yeah. I just looked it up actually.
Yeah, but people like Zentraya, Nanners, Iron Mouse, Fruit, Project Melody. It's a talent agency. Gotcha. Thank you, Emily. I don't know how much like creative control they have over everything, or I don't know like how free they are, but it strikes like if they are a corporation, then it doesn't seem to dig too much into them. Would that be something you're like that would catch your eye?
It's kind of like how, for me, it's kind of like how you want to be, like some people who stream on Twitch, you have to be, it's kind of like that. You're so limited on what you can do on Twitch or what you can say now.
So
True, yeah.
for me, I would be interested in them. It's a little bit hard for me just because I'm a male VTuber, so I'm like I look for male VTuber like role models that like I can aspire to,
Fair.
and a lot of them are female, so it's a little bit hard. But yeah, I follow a lot of the VShojo girls, so I've never really watched streams or anything. I would be interested in at some point watching streams, but I mostly I like what I've seen of them based on Twitter.
You could be a female VTuber, but be a male.
But no, because
no.
like, don't ever force yourself to be a female VTuber just because you think it'll bring you attention.
Yeah, I know. I was just.
Yeah, that's not what I'm about.
I just had to say that because there's a lot of male VTubers that get down on that, and it's not really a cool message.
Yeah.
On the subject of goals, though, I think my most ambitious goal right now is I'd like to do this as a full-time job. I have, I would say I'm halfway there this month on subs. I would love to have 400 subs by the end of the year if I can get there. Other than that, that's really the biggest goal that I have right now, I would say. I can't really think of anything else.
Yeah, we share the same goal. I would like this to be a full-time job because art alone has been extremely draining for me. I do have art ambitions as well, but if I could make Twitch more or less like full-time, that would help a lot.
Yeah.
And then it would just be like extra money with the drawing, and it would be a little easier.
Yeah, if I can make this my full-time job, I can probably finally figure out some stuff with my life that I have been trying to get in order for the past few years. Hopefully that happens.
Fingers
I would
crossed,
love to
man.
make doing this my full time, but honestly, I have my hopes up, but I still have to have some backup plan.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel the same as Melynn. Like, I did this art thing hoping to get something out of it for a decent amount of time, and I just wanna like get by life creating something. Doesn't need to be VTubing or art, but I wanna like do something creative that doesn't burn out me as much.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I have tried out doing like professional gaming at one point. That was pretty good too, but I don't know why I stopped. I think it was because of toxicity. Got a little too much.
There. Oh yeah. Yeah, and it's
That's why I stopped playing online games.
Yeah, no, there's almost like a time, well, I guess there's a time limit on all of this stuff. Like, I don't know how long VTubing is gonna last, but with like pro gaming, people start looking down at you once you're like 25-ish. Like I know a Dota player, people started calling Fear old man Fear when he was like 26 or something. And it's weird to think that like at a certain point, like you just can't do that anymore.
Right.
I think it's the same as regular sports.
Yeah,
Like
very
you
true.
need to start from a young age.
Difference of course being regular sports gives you enough money that you can coast with the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Yeah, and regular sports actually get recognized. Reckon it, and they actually have respect and not just look down upon that. You play video games. That's not a real thing. That's not a real job. Get a real job. Yeah, whatever. It's something I like.
Yeah, I get that too as an artist. That's my favorite.
I get it as a writer.
Yeah.
Heck, I get it as a video editor.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'll tell people that they're like, what do I do? I tell them, and they look at me with sympathy, and they're like, okay, well, when are you gonna get a real job? Oh, you fucking excuse me.
What? Yeah.
Mm.
I'm my own fucking boss. Why would I ever?
Mm-hmm.
You want
Mm-hmm.
me to work at McDonald's?
Trust me, don't work at McDonald's. I've done it.
Oh, no.
It was hell. It was
I've
hell.
worked many jobs like that in the past.
I hate
that
I hate it.
Worked extremely hard to get where I am right now. So whenever people say that to me, I want to fucking throw them into a volcano.
It's a mood.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is our last question. Thank you all so much for coming to this. Thank you all for being awesome on stream.
Thanks for
Thank you for
absolutely
having this.
Yeah,
open.
thanks so much for being interested in what we do.
Absolutely.
What I
really
do.
fun. This was really fun to be able to talk with other people who have the same interests.
Yeah, a lot of my hopes for this was like, because we have our own fans. I wanted to like kind of spread the love of see if we can't get some of our own fans interested in each other because we're awesome.
Yeah.
Super entertaining. You all done very well. Yes. Thank you very much, Emily. But yes, all of our socials are in the description. Please go check each and every one of these people out. They've been awesome for the past 2 hours, and almost certainly you're gonna want to hear more of them. And on that topic, do any of you have any like fun stuff coming up that we can all look forward to?
Next Saturday, I will be going back with playing Halo 2 Legendary with the Oracle. That's gonna be that's been a trip. Cause if you guys haven't played Halo 2 Legendary, it's nearly impossible. It's hard.
That's fun.
Tomorrow I plan to do a Phasmophobia collab with Melynn and Celeste and Fenrir Wolfprince, and on Friday I'll be playing The Forest with Melynn and Seiko Hirai and Azure Spectre. That's what I have going as far as next week goes. I do want to say one thing else that we have. Melynn, the Lewdtuber, Iggy, and I do a Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney collab every week. So we've been playing through the first game and doing the voice acting and stuff like that.
Ooh.
It's been really fun. It's sort of been something that we've kind of gotten rolling as far as making it a weekly thing. So
Nice. I'm definitely gonna have to check that out. I love Phoenix Wright.
oh yeah, same here.
That's
It's
good.
been fun. Yeah. I don't really have anything big planned. I just do collabs here and there. But if you want to look at my mail model that I mentioned earlier, I use it every Sunday with Dom. We have like a dog boy day.
Oh,
She also does art. Plug your art.
Yeah, I have art.
Yeah. I meant to add
Your
this.
art.
Also, I will be starting a new thing, note of reviews on the new seasonal anime, just to see how, and just really to brighten up the mood and see if you guys are interested on what's happening with this season, because a lot of shows have been released this season and last season, so be prepared for that.
Awesome.
I'll watch that.
What about you,
Yeah.
Marques? Anything coming up?
Saturday, I'm planning a Genshin Impact, of course, collab with more creep. I don't have the third people yet.
Okay.
But yeah, we're gonna play the current event, which is Invitation of Windbloom. If I'm mistaken.
That's a really fun event.
Yeah, so I'm planning to play like the event minigames and then maybe some bosses as well. It's gonna be fun.
Nice. Awesome. But yeah, that's tons of content coming up. Everyone go watch all of them. Almost certainly will probably be streaming at the same times. I noticed this with everyone that I end up watching. We all just stream.
No.
Someone I love is streaming right now. It's like I can't watch that. Damn it. But yes, go check all of us out. We're all awesome people. Okay. Do you all have sign-offs that you do? No? if not, then
Wait, what?
sign-offs. Do you have any or like outros?
Not really. I just talk about what I'm doing the next day and then say who
Yeah.
I'm gonna read.
Oh, I actually planned one, but I don't know if I do it all the time.
Oh no. Fair.
I think I say my outro every 10 streams.
Just say I'll see you travelers.
Okay. What an awesome. This will bring this stream to a close. Then, thank you all for making this fun. Thank you everyone in chat for interacting and keeping this fun as well. From me to you, lovelies. This has been Monty Solana, your favorite fairy scholar. Goodbye.
Johnny.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Yeah.